chosen ones. God is telling you to be careful of someone whose name starts with J. Listen to me, my child. Don't scroll down. You might miss the warning that could save your heart, your peace, or even your life if you don't do this now. I need you to listen to this. Right now. I, the Lord your God, am speaking to you. Don't forget about this. Someone close to you, whose name starts with the letter J, has plans that I do not approve of. They are wearing a mask, but underneath it is confusion, manipulation, or harm. You need to pay attention because this is your spiritual alarm going off. Please say, Amen. Now to confirm this word, you have been feeling it lately, right? That heaviness, that weird quiet after they left, and that pull in your spirit that you couldn't explain. That's me. That's my spirit telling you to be careful because you are the one I chose, and I keep what is mine safe. The person whose name starts with J might smile at you, talk like they care, or even seem like they're helping you, but there is a plan behind the scenes that I don't want to happen. Listen up, dear. I don't put shame on people. I show to keep safe. I can see what you can't. I look into the hearts of people. I know who is faking it. I know the people who are getting close to you just to drain you, confuse you, or delay what I'm doing in your life. This is why you need to stay awake. You are not just any person. You are a child of the Most High, and my presence is a part of your life. That makes you a target in the unseen world. But I have already gone ahead of you. I am putting a shield around you. If you listen to me, the trap won't work. Please, my child, keep your heart in my word like never before. Don't rely on what you know and don't ignore what your spirit is telling you. Some of you have already seen small signs, like missed appointments, strange behavior, late responses, or subtle manipulation. Don't ignore these. Don't let them off the hook. The enemy always starts with small things before going all the way. This warning is not meant to scare you, but to make things clear. I want you to have strong eyes and a strong soul. If this is getting through to you, please like this video as a way of saying, God, I hear you. I accept this warning. You ask me for protection, miracles, and blessings all the time, but a lot of the time, warnings are what keep me safe. This is one of them. This is me stopping you from falling into something that looks good but is really bad. People who pray with you don't have to be sent by me. Someone who encourages you doesn't necessarily agree with my spirit. Wolves wear wool, but I am the shepherd who can see through it. I have seen this, Jay, try to get close to your goal. They could be in your circle of friends, family, relationship, or plans. They may talk a good game, but their hearts are not open to me. Some of them are jealous. Some have secret plans. Some people have let the enemy lie to them without even knowing it. This is why I want you to stop relying only on what they say. Begin praying and asking me to show you what you can't see. Because you are chosen, the enemy will try to send fake things your way to slow down your destiny. You are blessed, and the enemy is afraid of the day you fully embrace it. So he sends things to keep you busy. He sends mixed feelings. He sends relationships that drain you, friendships that aren't clear, and spiritual fog. But I am your God, and I don't let my children wander. I make dark places bright, and right now, I'm lighting up this person in your life whose name starts with J. If this speaks to you, please comment. 11. Some of you are fighting with yourselves. You don't want to believe this. You really like them. You care. That's what makes it dangerous. Your kindness is known to the enemy. He knows how loyal you are, and that's why he puts the wrong people in your heart, because your heart is soft and precious. But you need to know this, my child. Being good doesn't mean letting others lead you astray. Being loving doesn't mean you can't see the truth. I gave you the ability to tell right from wrong. Do it. I am the God who speaks to you in your dreams. When something is wrong, I am the one who gently stirs your heart. I've already talked to you through times when you didn't listen. That delay you felt, that disappointment you missed, that change in their tone. Please think about those times again and ask me, Lord, was that you trying to show me? I will answer. Trust me when I say that I will bring peace to your yes, and trouble to your no. I never get my kids mixed up. I lead them in a clear way. You are not alone in this. It's okay to ask for help. You're not weak, and you're not stupid for getting into something that seemed right. But today I'm calling you to be wise. Today I'm telling you to take a step back, watch closely, and pray hard. You might get caught up in something that will delay your blessing or dim your light if you don't pay attention to this word. But I will honor your obedience if you respond with faith. I'll get things out of your way. I will make the connections better. I will fix what was broken. I'm not just telling you about someone. I'm asking you to grow spiritually. You asked me to help you grow, protect your calling, and open new doors. But not every door that is open is mine, child. And not everyone who is next to you is on your journey. Some people are only passengers for a short time. Some things are just distractions that look like fate. Stay still and let me show you. Could a secret CIA find out why so many people are suddenly living in style? There is now secret CIA research that shows a brain technique that seems to magically pull in money. 4 neuroscience labs support it, and it only takes 7 seconds to do at home. People are living in luxury right now and getting rid of their debts, but this material might be taken off shortly. Before it goes away, click the link in the comments and description. The person whose name starts with J is not random. This is exact. You might already know who I'm talking about, or you might find out soon. I'll confirm it either way. I won't leave you in the dark. I will send messages. I will talk in a low voice. I will give you peace that confirms and unrest that warns. Listen up. Take care of your heart and don't let guilt keep you from letting go of something I want you to let go of. I am your dad. I love you a lot, and I will never tell you to leave unless I have something better to offer. I'm not trying to take away your happiness. I want to keep it. I don't want to break your connections. I'm trying to make your future better. I never take away more than what I plan to give you. You can't let yourself fall into the wrong hands now that you've come this far. You've grown too much to go back to patterns that wear you out. Please let me finish what I started in you. Let me take care of what I planted, and let me show you what real love and peace look like when they come from my heart. Listen to my voice, trust my direction, and believe me when I say that if I'm warning you, it's because I've already fought the battle you don't even know is coming. But remember, my dear, the enemy doesn't always show up as a roaring lion. He may show up as a friend, a helper, or even a blessing at times. You can't just trust what you see with your eyes. You need to trust my voice, my presence, and my truth that cuts through all darkness. If you think God is opening your eyes, leave a comment with the number 22. The person with the first letter, J, has already seen parts of your soul that I wanted to keep safe. I'm not saying this to make you feel bad, but to make you aware. You trusted them because you have a good heart. You opened the door because you didn't know it was dangerous. But I did, and I never stopped keeping an eye on you. Even now, I am in the way of what the enemy wanted to take from you. It's not just about how you feel, it's about your purpose, your growth, and your future. I see how this person affects the decisions you make, how their words stay in your head longer than they should, how their approval or disapproval changes how you feel. I didn't make that. I never wanted you to have to get someone else's permission. I wanted your heart to be so deeply rooted in me that no one could change your mind unless I said so. That's why I'm calling you right now to break the unhealthy soul tie that might be forming or has already formed with this, J. It will make it hard for you to hear me clearly. This person might not even know they are being used if you don't. Sometimes the enemy talks through people who don't know it. That's why I'm not telling you to hate them. I'm asking you to be smart, to make room, and to cut off their access to your private thoughts. They might talk sweetly or act like they're not hurting anyone, but my heart is sad because you're holding on to them, which is making the ones I've sent late. Yes, I did say it. I have made plans for people to be in your life. People whose words will lift your spirits instead of making them worse. People who will help you grow in truth and not keep you stuck in emotional loops. You told me to send people like this, and I will, but you have to let go of the ones I never sent first. You can't get the new things if you're still stuck in the old ones. And the longer you think about what I'm asking you to stop doing, the more your spirit will weigh you down. I need you to understand something else, and I want you to keep it close. I am not going to punish you. I am keeping you safe. This warning shows how much I care about you. I only fix things for the people I care about. I only stop when I see something that could hurt me. I would be quiet if I didn't care, but I do care. And I'm raising my voice in your heart right now because your future is more important to me than your comfort. I know you feel like you have to choose. I know you don't want to hurt anyone. You might think that leaving would be mean or harsh, but what if staying is actually more harmful to you and to them? What if your silence is enabling the enemy to work deeper? Child, when I ask you to walk away, I don't leave you empty. I fill you with peace. I surround you with wisdom. I guide you into higher ground. And most importantly, I cover you while you heal. Comment 555. If you're trusting God's protection over your relationships, I have seen the tears you haven't cried yet, the ones you will cry if you stay connected to this, J, much longer. I'm trying to spare you those nights of confusion, that emotional roller coaster, that betrayal that you don't see coming. I'm trying to hold your hand before you walk into a situation that will be much harder to leave later. You have a window of grace right now. Hear me. Do not wait until the storm comes. Take shelter in my voice now. Some of you are already seeing cracks in the connection, the arguments that come out of nowhere, the anxiety you feel before talking to them, the way they suddenly go silent or shift emotionally. These are not random. They are signs. I allow them not to torment you, but to get your attention. Every time I let something feel uncomfortable, it's because I don't want you to settle in a place where your peace cannot live. I have placed my spirit in you. That stirring, that unease, it is me. I speak through more than just words. I speak through atmosphere. I speak through restlessness. I speak through delay. And if you would just pause, if you would stop pushing those feelings away, you would hear me louder. I am not hiding from you. I am standing right in front of you asking you to look again. That, J, might be charming, but they are not carrying my oil. They might be consistent, but they are not connected to my plan. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. 4 neuroscience laboratories support a brief brainwave method that is helping average individuals get from penniless to rich. It's becoming easy to have the houses, automobiles, and travels of your dreams, but this video might be removed at any time. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. You do not owe anyone your peace. You do not owe anyone your destiny. What you owe is obedience to me. Because when you obey, I bless. When you trust, I release. When you surrender, I multiply what's ahead. I will not leave you broken. I will not let you go through this alone. I will hold your hand as you let go. And when you do, you'll feel me stronger than ever before. You have been asking for clarity. This is it. You've been praying. God, show me who's for me and who's not. I am answering you now. This is the answer you didn't expect, but it's the one you need, and I will confirm it through dreams. Through sudden peace when they're no longer in your space. Through new connections that show you what true love and truth feel like. You'll look back one day and say, thank you, God, for saving me from what I couldn't see. But for that day to come, you must choose now. Choose to trust me. Choose to believe that I'm not trying to take something from you. I'm making room for what's divine. I'm pulling weeds because fruit is about to grow. I'm removing distractions because destiny is knocking at your door. And I'm cutting ties because I have new bonds to form. Do not fear the silence that comes after separation. I am in the silence. I do my deepest work in the stillness. That's where I strengthen your soul. That's where I restore your joy. That's where I whisper new vision. I'm not just healing your heart. I'm resetting your future. What you think you're losing is nothing compared to what I'm about to place in your hands. I see the war inside you, the back and forth of your thoughts, the struggle between what you feel and what I'm showing you. I understand it's not easy to let go of someone who once made you feel safe or seen. But child, I never intended for you to confuse emotional connection with spiritual alignment. I have more to say about this person with the initial, J. I don't give warnings unless there's something to protect. You are not being paranoid. You are not imagining it. That resistance you feel when you're around them, that subtle unease, the doubts, the small comments they make that leave you questioning yourself. It's not just in your head. That's my spirit alerting you. I gave you discernment for a reason. Don't ignore it because you're afraid of offending someone. Obedience to me will always be more important than keeping someone comfortable. Comment 777. If you are choosing spiritual alignment over emotional attachment, the truth is some people are placed in your life as a test, not to punish you, but to reveal something inside of you, your boundaries, your trust in me, your willingness to follow, even when it's hard. The person with the initial, J, may have come into your life when you were vulnerable. Maybe you were lonely, tired, or uncertain. They may have felt like a gift at the time, but I never send gifts that confuse your peace. I never send people who pull you further from me. If someone's voice in your life is louder than mine, it is time to pause and recenter. You've prayed for me to remove what's not for you. You've asked me to protect your life and your future. But do you understand that sometimes my protection is uncomfortable? That sometimes I shield you by disrupting what you thought was good? I know it hurts, but I am more concerned with your healing than with your temporary comfort. That's love. That's the kind of father I am. I'm not interested in watching you settle when I created you for more. That, J, might seem harmless now, but I see years ahead. I see outcomes you can't imagine. And I'm saying stop before it costs you too much. Let me remind you of who you are. You are chosen, set apart, covered by my hand. You are not meant to live with confusion in your relationships. You are not meant to second-guess yourself daily. You are not meant to feel drained or anxious or unsure when you interact with someone. That is not my design. When I bring people into your life, they will carry peace, clarity, and mutual honor, not control, not guilt, not manipulation. The enemy would love to twist this and make you question what you're hearing now. He'll whisper, what if you're wrong? What if you're just overthinking? What if this ruins something good? But hear me clearly. I never speak to stir fear. I speak to bring light. And if you are walking in circles emotionally, spiritually, or mentally after connecting with someone, then you need to ask yourself, is this bringing me closer to God or pulling me away? That answer will reveal more than any conversation can. This warning is not only about protecting your heart, it's about preserving your purpose. There are things I've called you to do that require focus, and the enemy knows he may not be able to destroy you directly. So instead, he tries to distract you. He sends people to tangle your emotions, to create delays, to drain your strength so that you are too tired to pray, too weary to move, too unsure to believe again. But not anymore. Today I am drawing a line. I'm waking you up because it's time to reclaim your peace. Comment 999. If you're choosing clarity and purpose today, I want you to remember something else. When I call you to release someone, I do not leave a gap. I fill it. I restore what you thought you lost. I bring people who don't just take from you, but pour into you. People who reflect my love, not just say the right words. People who see your value without making you prove it. You don't have to beg for attention or settle for less just to feel seen. I see you. I chose you. And I will surround you with people who treat you like the child of God that you are. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality, but the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. It's time to stop compromising. It's time to stop shrinking just to keep someone else close. You've been making room in your life for people I never asked you to invite. You've been holding on to a connection that I've been trying to sever gently through delayed messages, canceled plans, subtle misunderstandings. You've been praying for direction but resisting when I give it. My child, I am not vague. I am not silent. I speak with love and I speak with purpose. And right now I'm speaking directly to your spirit. Let them go. That name starting with J is not a coincidence. I placed it on your heart, brought it to your mind, stirred it in your spirit because I want to free you before it's too late. They may not even know they're being used, but the spirit influencing them is not of me. That's why things shift around them. That's why peace leaves when they enter. That's why confusion increases even when the conversations seem innocent. It's a spiritual battle and I'm stepping in to break it. If you let me take over, I will guide you with such clarity that you will not doubt. You will feel the burden lift. You will notice the lightness in your heart. You will begin to see things you didn't notice before. Words they said that were manipulative, behaviors that drained you, attitudes that didn't honor your worth. And you will thank me for saving you before the damage became too deep. I am your shepherd. My rod and my staff are not only for comfort, they are for correction and protection. When I nudge you away from danger, it's because I see the cliff ahead. When I close a door, it's because I know what's behind it. I will never withhold what is truly meant for you. So, do not be afraid to walk away. You will not lose what I have for you. You will only lose what was sent to keep you from receiving it. There is peace on the other side of obedience. There is clarity waiting for you. There is joy you haven't felt in a long time that I want to restore. But first, you must trust me enough to let go. I know your heart is tender. I made it that way. But tenderness must be protected. Do not keep giving your softness to people who mishandle it. Let me guard your heart with my wisdom, and I will surround you with love that uplifts and never confuses. My child, let me tell you again, this weight isn't yours to carry. This confusion isn't from me. The burden that person with the initial J has placed on your spirit is not my plan for you. It is not love. It is not friendship. It is not divine alignment. It is distraction wearing a disguise. You've been asking me to make things clear. I already am. You're not losing your mind. You're not being too sensitive. You're finally beginning to see the truth. That's why it's hurting more lately. That's why you've been restless even in their silence. I am pulling the veil away, and I'm doing it with mercy because I want you free. I don't want to see you wrapped in ties that slowly choke the life out of your joy, your purpose, and your identity in me. Comment 1010. If you're ready to be free and fully healed, you're chosen. Do you hear me? You are chosen. When I call someone chosen, I don't allow anything or anyone to touch them without my permission. And if something or someone begins to interfere with the path I've marked out, I will sound the alarm. This is that moment. I know this message feels sharp, but it is also soaked in love. I am not here to punish you. I'm here to pull you out of what's been pulling you down. I'm here to sever what's been slowly poisoning your spirit. That person with the initial J may have shown you kindness. They may have said the right things, done small good deeds, even stood by you in certain seasons. But listen to me closely. Deception doesn't always come dressed in cruelty. Sometimes it comes clothed in false comfort. But you are too anointed, too full of my light to settle for counterfeit peace. You've outgrown this. I've brought you too far to let you settle in a connection that chips away at your strength. You felt weaker around them. That's not your imagination. You felt more confused in your decisions. That's not just stress. You've even found yourself slowly disconnecting from the things that once brought you closer to me. My word, your prayer life, your worship, that's not coincidence. It's spiritual warfare. And the enemy has been trying to use this connection as a silent weapon. but now the weapon is exposed, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Not on my watch. You must make a choice. Not tomorrow. Now. Not when things get worse. Now. Because delayed obedience can lead to deeper entanglement, and the longer you wait, the harder it will be to walk away. You think it's hard now, but if you wait, the enemy will tighten his grip. That's why I'm speaking clearly, firmly, and with love. Walk away. Even if you don't understand everything, even if you still care, I will help you through the grief. I will walk with you through the detachment, but I cannot bless what I have not built. Comment 15:15. If you're choosing to trust God above your own understanding, I want you to picture something. Imagine a field I prepared just for you, full of peace, joy, clarity, and divine appointments. Now, imagine someone walking into that field with muddy shoes, carelessly stomping over the seeds I planted. They may not mean to ruin it, they may not even see what they're doing, but the damage is real, and I can't let them keep doing that. I need you to guard what I've given you. I need you to protect your future. I need you to trust that not everyone deserves access to the garden I've cultivated in your soul. Is it time to try the same CIA secret ritual that is changing lives in seconds? A new CIA-backed study that has been leaked shows a money ritual that takes 7 seconds and changes people's lives overnight. 4 neuroscience labs have shown that it works to retrain your mind to naturally attract money. People who used to be poor are now living in fancy homes, driving new cars, and going on vacation. But this secret may not stay online much longer. Click the description and comments now before it is removed. This is your turning point. You've been on the edge of something new. That's why the enemy is fighting so hard. That's why you've been under pressure, emotionally drained, and mentally tired. He sees what's coming. He sees the breakthrough I've prepared, the doors, the restoration, the new relationships, the healing, and he's trying to send a familiar distraction right before it happens. He wants you tangled up so you can't move forward, but I won't let that happen. Not to you, not to my chosen one. You may feel like you're disappointing people by setting boundaries. You may worry that walking away will leave you lonely. But child, I would rather you be alone for a season than in company that costs you your purpose. I would rather see you with tears in your eyes, walking in truth, than smiling in a lie that's slowly killing your peace. You are stronger than you think. You are braver than you believe. And I, the Lord your God, am standing beside you. I will give you strength. I will give you words when you don't know what to say. I will give you peace when your heart feels divided. I will remind you every day that you made the right decision. You will feel lighter. Your spirit will breathe again. You will begin to hear me more clearly. You will wake up with less heaviness. You will notice how much space that connection was taking up in your soul. And in that space, I will pour something new, something pure, something meant for you. You were not made for confusion. You were made for clarity. You were not made for pain that goes in circles. You were made for joy that overflows. You were not made for relationships that dim your light. You were made to shine, to grow, to flourish under my love. And I will not stop reminding you of this truth until you walk in.